All right. And we should be live. What is up, everybody? Welcome to the second official episode of Tank Talks. We got the first guest here. We got Berto Gation, otherwise known as Jedi Berto. Do you want to say
Hello,
something to the
hello.
people?
What up, what up, what up, everybody? Thank you for having me, dude.
Of
Appreciate you.
course.
Especially
Yes.
being the first real guest. Means
Yeah.
a lot. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm not an entity from the SCP Foundation that they've sent to track you down. So that's good.
I don't know.
So that's good. Um,
Maybe you're undercover.
yeah, I mean, have you seen me, dude? Look
What's
at
the
how
hoodie?
pale I am in this brightness at
In the
100%
light.
on this fucking computer. Okay, so obviously, the first episode of the podcast that I did went a little bit left field. For some reason, the audio just cut out halfway through the video. I had to scrap the whole video
That's crazy.
and then re-upload it. The audio was completely fine. I don't know what crack YouTube was sniffing, but it was okay after that. So hopefully this podcast episode does not do that because my soul is gonna hurt if that happens.
Okay, it's okay. We
It
can run it
shouldn't.
back.
So the first, obviously, first of all, thank you for coming on Tank Talk podcast.
Of course, my man.
I appreciate you. I'm honored to
Pleasure to
have
be
you.
here.
Yeah, I'm honored to have you as my first guest. We've known each other for a little bit, for
Yes, sir.
going way back in the 1800s. You know, whenever the
In the
Stone Age and
1800s.
shit.
Jesus Christ. The
Um,
Stone Age is crazy.
So, I guess we'll start off with some questions. We'll start off with a little bit of
All right.
questions, and then after the questions, we can just talk about whatever we want because this is a no judge zone. Unless you know you're like EDP, then we're gonna have a problem. But
Unless you're a sponsor.
yeah,
If you're a sponsor out there, take it
Give
with a
me
grain of salt.
money.
Whatever's being sold. Yo,
give this man a Juvie sponsorship. Juvie, give this man a sponsorship.
I need it.
already, please.
I need it.
I need it. Okay,
I need
so
it.
I guess apart from the fact that starting out on YouTube, you were in um it looked like your living room, I believe, or your own room, and you were starting out with a cheap headset and a cheap face cam, but you were playing Apex. Apart from
Yep.
that, what made you want to start content?
Well, to be quite honest, so I started streaming during COVID, and the only reason why I got into streaming in the first place was because I had a friend who was streaming, and like he introduced me to Apex, and he was like, "Yo, like I think you'd really like this game." We started playing, and then like he was streaming, and I was like, "Yo, like I've never seen this before. Like I've never." Up to that point, I feel like I knew that people streamed, but I didn't really know like what it entailed in like its entirety. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like the software, like the stuff you needed and stuff like that. And so I actually started streaming straight off of my PlayStation, like no camera.
Yep.
I have a picture that my fiance took, and it's like me with my big ass fucking
Yeah.
Amazon like $20 headset that I bought in front of a 65-inch flat screen TV on a dining room chair, just like me and the PlayStation. And then obviously like later on I kind of like elevated a little bit. Like I played on my PlayStation for the longest time. I
Yeah.
didn't use anything else until 2022 I bought a PC. Well, 2021, like end of 2021, like we were kind of like still in COVID, kind of like sort of being careful about stuff, but like wasn't completely locked down anymore.
Yeah.
So I bought a $600 PC from like this college kid that was like, "Yo, like I'm just trying to get rid of it because I need to pay rent." And I was like, "I gotta say less, bro."
Fuck it.
So I bought it off of him, and it came in like a shitty case. Like I'm talking, looked like a PC from the early 2000s, like the actual the towers.
Bro
You
got
know?
a Windows 3 case for his gaming
Yeah,
PC.
yeah, basically. So like I went straight to Best Buy, bought a brand new like case, and then transferred everything over. Had no idea what the fuck I was doing with a PC. So like I had my friend come over and he like helped me build it and like put it together, and then Yeah, dude. I mean, that just led into what you see behind me today. And, like, obviously you can't see this side, but, like, I got 3 monitors and fucking two, like,
I
lights, and
know.
I got a whole
Fucking
production system now. Like,
all pimped out and everything, dude.
yeah, I mean, it's definitely not how I want it to stay right now, but eventually I might do some more upgrades. Like, I want to get rid of this couch behind me, to be honest, but
Dog,
that's,
look, man. This
I got the
motherfucker
casting
is
couch
a
behind me,
rough sleep, dog. I'm ready for a
you
couch.
know? Yeah.
I'm sleeping on an army bed over here, dude.
What, just filled with bricks?
I'm laying on them. Shit. So, obviously, I do know where you are from, but to the viewers out there, I guess I do have to ask, where are you from, and where were you born, and where are you from originally? Were you raised where you are
Yeah,
now?
so
Okay.
I was born in the Bay Area. I still live in the Bay Area. I was born in San Francisco, and then I grew up in like Antioch, Pittsburgh, which is like 45 minutes to an hour away from like where I'm at currently. Um, I lived there until I was like 21, and then I moved down to like San Jose area, so like a little bit more South Bay. Um, and yeah, that's basically my story. Um, been living on my own since I was 16, so that's rough, but
You got to
you
start
know,
somewhere, man.
gotta start somewhere.
Even
So
when it's
I'm
rough.
here.
Even when it's rough.
Yep. Sometimes I'm like, I even been thinking to myself like, damn, like I got like I just need to keep going and like do more
Oh
and more,
yeah.
and then I'm like at the same time like you have to like be grateful for what you have. You know what I'm saying? Like I work my ass off to get all the shit that's behind me,
Correct. You
like
earned
the
it.
things that I have currently.
We
Hundred
pick
percent,
we
hundred
pick
percent.
on you for your sneaker collection, but at the end of the day, dude, you've only you have earned that. So like,
Mm-hmm.
I'll pick on you all day because you spend an obscene amount of money on shoes, but it is what you like. I can't fault you. I can't say anything.
Hey,
I can't say
I
anything.
did I did flip a pair today.
You did.
So
You did.
I
Is it the same one that you
I
were talking
flipped a
about
pair.
last night on stream?
Yeah,
I knew
yeah,
it.
yeah. So ended up selling. I bought the Nigel Sylvester Jordan 4s. They're called the Bricks,
Hmm.
and they're amazing shoes. I love them. But every time I looked at them, I'm like, I can't really see myself like putting them
Wearing
on
them.
and like wearing them.
Right.
So I was like, you know what? Like, I might as well just get rid of them. And I was talking to my fiance about it while we were at the mall. I'm like, I really didn't want to get rid of them, but at the same time, like, for the value that I was getting them for what I paid for, so I sold them for 550, and I bought them for 220.
Fuck.
Yeah, so I made like $230 profit,
So you made double your money,
or
basically.
$320 profit. I can't do math. $330 profit. Yeah, I made my money back and
And
more.
more.
You know, so
Shit.
I can't be really too mad about it. You know.
I guess I okay. Well, I guess if we're gonna talk about sneakers, this is the only pair of sneakers that I own currently.
Those are nice.
Yeah,
Those are dope.
This is it. This is literally it. I have work boots, dog.
Yeah, I got too many shoes, bro. I got 4, 5 right there, 6, 7, 8, 9 in another box, 10 in those, and then I have like my workout shoes. I got my Crocs.
At
I
least
just
you're not like that guy that I be seeing on Instagram where I was like dunking his face in fucking Saratoga sparkling water with the ice and shit.
I might turn into that.
Big buff black guy with his white Porsche.
Hey, I mean, whatever makes it
what
happen,
is his
dude.
name? Isn't it like Ashton Hall or something?
Ashton, yeah, Ashton
Yeah, that's
Hall.
him, dude. Bro.
Bro, he was on a podcast like recently. I saw it on TikTok, and they were like, he's like, so I noticed like in your clip, like you went from the pool, it was 5 o'clock, and then by the time you like dove into the pool, it was like 5:10. He's like, yeah, I was in there for 10 minutes. Bitch, what? No, you weren't. Sorry.
Bro, no,
Anyways.
you know what bothers me the most? This man puts on shoes without socks. This man takes like a ruler,
Oh,
a
I
stick.
saw that.
Bro, that bothers me. That bothers my soul because I know your feet be stinking.
No, and then the worst part about it is like if you actually look at his videos, you know he takes a shower with socks on.
Yes! Bro, oh,
What is up with that?
I don't know.
So my man just don't wash his feet. Like he
I don't
goes from
think so.
sweaty running shoes
Oh, fuck.
into the shower with socks on, doesn't wash his feet, and then
Let,
puts those same feet without socks on into another pair of shoes that he's wearing on another day.
that man probably got cheesy balls too. The man probably wears underwear while he showers too. I don't
I
doubt
don't
it.
want to. I don't want to think about it.
Okay, all right. Back on topic of the podcast. Let's not talk about a
We're gonna talk about
big brawling man.
with cheesy balls.
Yeah, and cheesy toes.
That's crazy.
Um, apart from that, apart from the Berto Shoots channel, I would have thought would have been called Berto Shorts for some reason, but it is Berto Shoots because it is
Mhm.
more IRL content, more vlog content for you. Apart from the vlogs, the gaming, and the shorts that you make, and apart from one of your shorts blowing up and reaching over 20,000 views not that long ago, what is some other content that you would like to make in the near future?
Ooh, that's a very good question. I think, to be honest, I really enjoy like doing tech, like not, I guess not reviews, but like just, I mean, I guess yeah, it is a review, like tech review on certain stuff. So like, I just bought the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. If you guys don't know what that is a miniature camera, that is like super useful. I mean, especially for people that do like IRL stuff, and it has a gimbal on it, and like the color and everything about the camera is really, really good. Um, so stuff like that. I love cameras, so I love talking about doing stuff like that and working with that. But I don't know. I feel like it's difficult in that realm of kind of like content that you create, because like everybody always says like you have to be like in a niche, right? But
Yeah.
I'm so nicheless. Like I don't know. Like I can't pick and choose one thing and like talk about that one thing, like I really want to try and make content around the things that I enjoy, and then like hoping that other people kind of enjoy that content that I'm making, whether it be about shoes, whether it be about tech, whether it be about like, I don't know, like motivational stuff, or even like lessons along the way. I think that's why like I tried to do this challenge. For me this year was to do 52 videos in 52 weeks. So we're on week 16 right now, and I've dropped a video every single Sunday, so which is pretty fun and exciting, but at the same time like being able to learn along the way and kind of grow and like help others grow at the same time. I think that's like where I'm kind of pushing the boundary a little bit for myself, in regards to like the kind of content that I'm looking forward to like making. And like I said, I'm nicheless, so it's like if I see something and want to make content around it, like I'm gonna try and shoot to make it, and like learn from it at the same time. So it's cool.
I think it's also cool about those is you also do it on the same day that Chick Fil A is closed, so you're definitely pulling in some views whenever Chick Fil A is closed. Because I know those Christians are coming to you. Christian mommies, dog. I understand it.
Christian mommies
Christian
is
mommies,
crazy.
man. Listen, I love a woman that can praise the Lord and praise me at the same time. There's nothing wrong with
While also on her knees.
that.
Hey,
Whoa, that's not
I'm
very
saying,
that's not very Christian like, man. In the name of the Lord.
in the name of the
In
Lord.
the name of the Lord, I am thankful for Christian women. I am thankful for the Lord because He gave us women.
Facts.
Right. um, apart from, you have stated before that obviously me and you both come from somewhat watching YouTubers. Is there a single YouTuber that inspired you to do this, or was it just out of pure curiosity, like let's see where this goes?
It was kind of like a mixture of both. The first YouTuber that I actually kind of watched when it came to like creating content was his name's Kobe, Kobi. He used to be a part of the Sword team, so like he made a lot of like Apex Legends content, which was, for me, when I got into gaming or when I got into streaming, it was all I wanted to do was stream, and I felt like obviously as a streamer in today's day and age, like you can't just like click start stream and like just stream to whoever, because it's really hard. Like the everything's super saturated now, so it's like you have to have a reason why people want to come watch you, which is like
Right.
why TikTok and YouTube Shorts and like Facebook Reels and Instagram Reels, whatever it is. Like if you're not making content on that side of things, like you're not going to bring the viewership that you want to see. Um, which was like a really hard lesson to learn, to be honest, because I didn't really know like, and I'm still learning how to like edit and how to do my own short form content that is going to lead people to my streams or to my videos and stuff like that. Um, but on the content side of things, the one that comes to mind is Jayhawk. He used to work for Ghost, and he does like a lot of tech and lifestyle content, which is really cool. And he's like is super into shoes and stuff like that, and like that's where I kind of like got the idea about around like doing things that I want to do and hope in hoping that like other people are going to enjoy it and like be a part of the journey with me because like he just got a sponsorship through like StockX, you know, and like they gave him money for like him to buy shoes. That's fucking
Oh
crazy.
shit.
Like do reviews and stuff like that, you know. He worked for Ghost. They were like obviously he was working for them, so they're giving him product and stuff like that. But like I'm doing the same thing with Juvie. Like, you know, they have great, you know, quality stuff that I'm able to use and put in my everyday life and then just like try to share that and hopefully one day, you know, I get paid back for it in a sponsorship. Who knows? But kind of aligning those two things or aligning all those things kind of meshing together is the goal. But other than that, I mean, there are some other content creators that I like. I don't want to say like I rip their stuff off or anything like that, but like I definitely get ideas from, you know.
Right.
Um,
Well, I feel like in order to make a video, like think about it, if we didn't kind of take a piece from every other YouTuber, no one would play the same games, no one would play like
yeah.
do the same topics. So I guess we all do kind of take from the same thing. It's just we make it our own. We do it in our own way, which was what makes content creators special in their own way. uh, Everyone can take the same game and they can either go about it the same way or they can do it a little bit differently, which is what I like. I
Hmm.
like to see. It's a different in variation from content, which I enjoy, which I think separates like the Markipliers from the Corey Kenshins, the Corey Kenshin from the Daz games, and especially like if it comes to even small creators like me or you, just differentiating content that both of us could do at the same time. We just do a little bit differently, and there's nothing wrong with that.
100%, dude. I mean, I don't know, there's how many people in the world? Like, there's billions of people in the world, you
Like
know,
an
and
eight
like,
billion dog.
you're telling me that we can't get a part of that slice of pie? Like,
Right.
obviously, there's gonna be people that are gonna be hooked on somebody else's content, you know, in whatever niche or genre you might be in when it comes to creating content. But I think like having your own spin and having your own style on like how you do things. You know, like I look at your videos and I'm like, damn, like these videos are fucking hilarious, dude. Like, you know, there's a reason why people come and watch your videos and like get stuck on your videos. And that's why you have like hundreds of views and like, dude, your YouTube's been blowing up like crazy. And it only started not too long ago where you were just like pushing content as much as you are now, which is great to see, you know. Other on the other side of it, it's like, hey, like I've been making my YouTube channel for my gaming channel for I want to say 3 years, and I'm at 800, almost 800 subs. But if I look at yours, you're at what you just
Hit
broke
600.
600.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's been like 3 months, you know.
I think we
But there's
all.
also a huge difference in gaming styles and
Right.
like what people kind of like look for, right?
I'm also just a dumb fuck who screams at his camera for 2 hours. So like, like,
I mean, whatever works, dude.
whatever pays the bills, dog. If I gotta go to
Whatever pays
OnlyFans,
the
I'm fine with that
bills.
too. I'm just saying.
Hey, yo.
But like, but my thing is just, I think it was more of a case of right time, right place. I'll always say I'm grateful. I'm still grateful to this day for what I have. Um, because I came from, I'm in the back ends. I'm a hillbilly from the fucking south. Like I came from nothing, and I am now doing something with my life. I'm doing something that I enjoy apart from doing my regular job. Me and you can relate to that. Both have jobs, 9 to 5s. We come home, we do what we love, um, and I think mainly it's just yes, I do more of the short form kind of gaming content where I play horror games. You fucking hate horror games. Like,
I mean, I don't hate them. I just
what
don't.
happened with Huntsman? Dude! I mean, come on, I can't say anything because that spider freaked the fuck out of me, so.
Yeah, dude. I'm not one for horror games. I'm not gonna like
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with
go
that.
out and venture to try and find those games. That was actually so. It's actually funny that you bring that up because the only reason why I played that game was because it got brought to me as like an opportunity to try different styles of content.
Correct.
So I have this friend that I've known since high school,
Mhm.
and she hit me up on Instagram, and she was like, "Hey, like, um, I'm trying to use my degree for what its purpose is, and it's marketing." And she's like, "I want to help you market yourself and like your brand, for free because I want to build a portfolio and like I want to see like how I can help you out. And then at the end of the day, like obviously like I'm getting something in return and she will too, you know? So it's like
Yeah.
we're both kind of helping each other out through that aspect. And so she's the one that actually brought it to my attention about that game, and she was like, "You should try it." And I was like, "Okay." And like it was cool, you know, and she's kind of helping me out on the marketing side of things. So hopefully
Right.
we get something out of that. But that's the only reason why I played that game,
Yeah.
was because she brought it to my attention and she was like, "You
I
should try
thought
it
you were
out." And I
being
was like, "Okay."
tortured, held at gunpoint, because you usually never play horror games. But
It felt like it.
I
It
do
felt like it.
I do like whenever you stray away from just playing Apex and Marbles, but competitive games. Um, I like to see you venture out, even if it's in territories where you aren't. It's not your favorite. You're a little uncomfortable, but it's always good to like I don't really like playing competitive games unless I'm playing with you or I'm playing with Supa or somebody else in my friend group. Uh, I've tried to stay away because I develop a lot of anger whenever that happens. You know, like the only
You
listen,
want to see
my
the hole in
chair
my
right
desk?
now is bent, but that is not because of competitive games. That is because of Huntsman.
And you got scared and you fell back?
Yeah, like I literally stepped on my chair and it bent. Like that's how much force I put into this thing. Um, it's not because I'm fat, all right.
What happened to your other one? What happened to your other chair?
I cracked and the chair cracked and it bent this way and it fell back on me. But that was because of Fortnite, so that was a little bit of a difference. That was back whenever I played
That's
competitive
competitive.
games. That was back whenever I played competitive games.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I enjoy like I don't always play competitive. That's not what I always like
right,
wanted to play. There are some games that like out there that just really I enjoy.
Kingdom
Like
Hearts.
I love the Kingdom Hearts series. Yep. Like that's probably my go-to when it comes to like story mode games. I grew up on that game. So I think there will be a good chance that I probably will pick up another story mode game at some point. And the only thing is like I don't know how well I will do creating content off of those games,
Right.
if that makes sense. Like flipping it into like a short form or flipping it into something that like can be essentially, I think everybody's goal when they create content is to like try to make some form of income off of it, right? Like
Yeah.
in my mind, like I think about like the people that are going to be viewing the content, like
Mhm.
I can't really find myself finding a way for other people to enjoy that content that I'm just playing, and I don't know how to flip it into like a short form content kind of thing,
Mhm.
you know? So like that kind of makes it difficult when it comes to playing like story mode games. Also, I don't want to put 60 to $80 out there to play a game that I'm not going to enjoy.
Right.
And putting money like that, not saying I don't have money like that, but like I don't want to just waste it on something that I'm gonna play like one time and be like,
Yeah, and then
eh,
leave it alone.
yeah.
That's why I always say if you want to do any story mode game, and this is just me saying this, you do not have to follow my advice. Story mode wise, it's not really a story, but like just gaming, because I know a lot of people watch the content, and one day I would like to play with you is Minecraft. Minecraft is a simple
I
game.
told you I'm down.
I'm completely down. It's like $30 and that's it. But I know like
See, that's reasonable though.
yeah, that's a
Like
reasonable
I'm
price
down to
for a
pay the
game.
$30. I'm talking
Right.
like, dude, like Mac was trying to get me to pay 80 fucking dollars or like $70 for
Jesus.
the new PGA Tour 2025. And I love the golf
You
games
do.
because they're fun as fuck. They're
You do.
super competitive, but it's like slower,
How
if that
many
makes
times
sense.
are you gonna play this type of thing?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I don't
Right.
know, you know? Like, I bought 2K23 and, like, I played it probably, like, less than 10 times.
Yeah.
Like, for me, that doesn't seem worth it, if that makes sense.
Well, I guess if like I feel like unless you know you're gonna beat the game in one go, or unless you know you're gonna play it like in sections, I feel like a game is only worth it as much as you want to play it, which I do enjoy. Because like there's a like for me it's like a boxing game. I got a boxing game called Undisputed, and I got it at early access, and it was like $80. And
Jesus.
I've played the game so much, and it's made it to the point where it used to just be like you just had a small amount of boxers in every weight class, and now you have like DLC characters. Like you can whip Jake Paul's ass in it now. Fucking, you can
That's
make
dope.
created characters and all this shit. Like it's come a long way, and I've played it in spurts. But I knew I was going to play this game because, as everybody knows, I love boxing. I love fighting. Um, and just overall, I think I know I'm gonna play that, but I feel like whenever it comes to bigger games like Dark Souls or like Oblivion, like with Oblivion, you know you're gonna play this because it has a very good story. It's a long story, whereas with Dark Souls, there's challenges where you beat it in one go, you speed run it, like you do all this shit. So like, unless you
Mm.
know you're going to go back to that game, I feel like it is worth it in that sense.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, the only thing that like also which okay, there's a huge difference between like playing a story mode game that has a linear path
Right.
and then there's a story mode game that is like open world that you could do like
Right.
anything and
Yeah.
everything underneath the sun. Like I bought Zelda when I got the Switch
Mhm.
and like I probably put like an hour and a half into it and I've never played it again. And the only reason why was because I had no idea what the fuck I was doing. So like when I started playing the game, I was like, dude, this is fucking beautiful. The game is beautiful.
Oh
It's an
yeah.
amazing thing to go through and play and just enjoy. But then I got like I mean, you're brand new, started character, fresh, right?
Yeah.
Zelda gets reborn. You're barely there, right? He gets awoken like he's Jesus Christ of Nazareth. And then I went like an hour deep into the game to the right side of the map. And then I get to this totem and it's like, oh, you have to go here first. And then I find out that it's on the left side of the map, on the other way to get there. And I can't get there. I only have to walk or run. Like
Or
there's no
glide.
glide yet. I
Yeah.
don't have like,
Oh, you didn't
I
have
haven't
glide yet?
opened
Oh,
I didn't
fuck.
have the glide. I didn't have the portal. I didn't have anything. So then I'm like, I, I give up.
I give
I don't
up.
want to do it.
I don't want to do this
I don't
shit.
want to do it. I'm mad now. Why
Well,
didn't somebody tell me?
I guess while we are on the topic of games, there is a big question. Do you think that games from big named companies such as Rockstar or Respawn, do you think they are getting worse as time goes on? Or do you think they are improving but very slowly?
I guess it's kind of hard to say. Just because like lately I've been playing nothing but free games.
Right.
So it's hard to say because like when you look at it from a company perspective, right? Like you look at like I'm only gonna talk about this because I know more about this than any other game that's out right now. But like look at Apex, okay?
Right.
Apex is a free to play game, and it's under the umbrella of Respawn, which is under the umbrella of EA Sports. So like EA Sports is gonna give and take what they think is gonna make them money,
Right.
right? Now from a consumer side, like we always think, damn, like they're just coming after our money. Like they're not making the game better. They're not extending the game. They're not like trying to give the game what it needs to be successful. But at the same time, like if they're not making money on the back end, like they're not going to be able to do anything with it. And then on the other side, like if you look at a developer like Rockstar, I mean, look at what they did with GTA 6, bro. They just pushed it back another year
Yeah.
and then they dropped the trailer 2 days later. So it's like, how do you make a trailer and the movie ain't even done yet?
Correct.
That
That's
doesn't
what
make
bothered
sense to
me.
me. You know, like there's developers and games out there that like I just feel like they're fucking up because there is no like there's no like incentive for the buyer to go out and buy a game because nowadays things come with like, oh, here's the base pack, and then
Right.
2 months later you have to buy a DLC motherfucker, I just spent $80
On
on
this
this
game.
game, and now you're gonna tell me I have to pay $20 more to get an extension pack?
Yep.
The fuck? Why?
I think the
Bro,
only
in my
reason
day and
why they
age,
do
bro,
that.
they only release games when they were 100% done.
Yeah,
Why are we giving out games when they're not 100% done?
100%
Is
done.
mind blowing to me. It doesn't make any sense. As a consumer, I feel like I'm getting ripped off. Like, if you want to give me a DLC, that's fine, but like, give me a DLC with a full game already attached to it, and then give me like a side quest. Like, hey, give me a linear story path, and then it's like, oh, you met this person halfway through, and if you want to know more of his story, you can buy this DLC.
Right.
That would make more sense, right?
Right. I think what
That's
gets
just
me
me.
is they they know that people will pay for it. Like that's the only problem is like these big companies like Nintendo just announced like all of their new games are going to be like permanently like $80, $90,
Mm-hmm.
and like the like all the new shit's gonna cost like $20 or $30 each because they know someone out there is going to pay for it. It's you know
100%.
and I think that's what I can agree with is getting worse about big companies is that they know people will buy it. So they push the narrative of, okay, well, if we know that these people will buy it, then it's okay for us to make it this price. Because people are going to be stupid enough to buy, like, like, isn't it like the Switch 2 that's coming out or something? Like the Switch 2 is coming
Mm-hmm.
out. Isn't that going to be like $300-$400? Every game's gonna be $80 or $90.
Mm-hmm.
Like replacements are gonna be 70. Like basically, a new controller is costing the same amount as a game, which is ridiculous to me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and that I think that's the only thing that bothers me about like big companies. What I like about smaller indie games is that even though they do cost money or they are free, they give you an insight on how hard these people work to make a story for something that they just want to show you what they can do. Like look at Schedule 1. Schedule 1 was made by one person.
That's
It
crazy.
was made by one person and he is trying his damnedest to make weekly updates and adding new shit to the game. Now, while I don't play Schedule 1 anymore, I haven't touched the game in like 3 weeks. I can still give credit where credit is due. A single person is doing better than most big companies, which is
Yeah, and also
insane.
with that being said too, like, if you, I mean, that's the downside of having a big company, right? Like,
Right.
you got to think about how many loops and hurdles they have to go through
Oh
in order
yeah,
to
it's a
make a change to a
process.
game, or like make a DLC or an update or whatever it is.
Oh yeah.
But at least if you're paying money for like a smaller product, like if you're buying an indie game, at least you know that like it's going to
The person.
the right person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? As opposed to like, if you look at EA and Respawn, I don't know if you heard about this, but I just found out about this. Sorry, um, that
Shit.
EA's new season just dropped today.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they just released a brand new character. His name's Sparrow,
Mm-hmm.
which is pretty dope. They fired the developer that made the character the day after the trailer dropped.
What?
Yeah, is that not fucking insane?
That's fucked up. So he made the kid. So he or she or they made the character, possibly pitched it to EA or Respawn. We'll just say they
Yep.
possibly pitched it, and they were like, "Oh, this character looks so like what are his or her like." What do they do? And then they explain to him like, well, he can do this and he can do that. Oh, that's awesome. You know what? We're gonna give you a
We're doing
promotion
it.
and then we're gonna fire your ass. No
Yep.
paid leave, by the way.
I mean, they probably didn't even give him a promotion. Like, it was probably
Right.
a in-game developer that was already there.
And we don't.
But
I think that's messed
at the
up.
same time, like, they made a character for the game, and you're gonna fire them the week after,
Right.
the day after the trailer comes out.
Yeah, that's messed up. Well, while we are still talking about video games, obviously, with you again going back to your content creation, with all of the things you do, obviously, apart from playing golf, what are other things that you like to do outside of content creation?
Ooh, like just in general.
Yeah, of course.
Honestly, Nothing.
Dude, I don't blame you.
Okay, like I play golf. Like, yeah, that's
Yeah.
like my thing to do sometimes. Like, I don't even do it that often. Like, I know people
It's
that play
very
like
rare.
once a week, once every other week, like whatever. I play like probably like once a month.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I just like chilling, dude. Like, I don't really like to go out and I mean, I like to go to the gym. Like,
Yeah.
that's like my thing to do. But other than that, I don't really have like any other hobbies that like take me away or outside the house, really.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like an in-home body. I used to
Yeah,
never be like
with all
that.
the
When I was a
food that you
kid, I
order.
used to like skateboard and play baseball and stuff like that. Um, which I think if I did that now, I think that'd be pretty cool. Like if I did
Oh
like a
yeah.
softball team or something. But I don't want to.
I don't wanna. All right. So we are on the last question finally. This is a speed question. So
All right.
the speed question we're gonna do is your favorite drink. Speed question: your favorite soda.
Juvie.
Favorite
Oh.
soda though. Well, we already know energy
favorite
drink. Well,
soda?
that was gonna be one of them, so we know Juvie. So what is your favorite? Soda?
Okay. Favorite soda?
Yeah.
Probably Baja Blast.
Oh fuck yeah! Well, we already know. We already answered for the Juvie for energy drink. Adult bevy.
Ooh, adult bevy whiskey.
And finally, if you had to pick a juice.
Ooh. Damn, that's a good one.
You gotta really think about it.
Yeah, I kind of do. I'm not gonna lie. If I was to pick a juice, kind of depends on the situation. But like, if I'm just going in the fridge and grabbing it, probably like something like mango peachy.
Okay. I'm a basic bitch.
Like
I
a
go for apple.
Dude, I was gonna say apple too, because apple's really good.
Dude.
Apple's one of those things where it's like if you wake up in the middle of the night and you're thirsty as fuck and you just walk to your fridge and just crack open the apple
yeah.
juice.
Nice.
Nothing
cold.
better, bro.
Woo.
Oh my god.
And it
Lord
helps you
Jesus, I'm about the
piss.
best.
So whenever I go lay down, I go to bed, I wake up and piss. Yeah. Oh man. All right. Well, we
Hey,
have...
as you get older, dude,
Oh, it's gonna get worse.
the hack is that you
Worse.
pee before you go to bed.
It's gonna get worse.
Right before you go to bed.
Oh yeah. Oh, I know, dude. I'm already getting up, having to piss 3 times. It's like 11 o'clock, and I'm still trying to fall asleep.
Yeah, no. That's horrible.
I can't. Well, mostly, so I drink pineapple juice and cranberry juice, and I love fruits. I'm gonna just say it. I fucking hate vegetables. I love fruits though.
I like I'm on the same boat.
I just prefer one over the other. But like, I think what I like the most about pineapple juice and apple juice and cranberry juice.
My
is
man's
that-
licking his leash over there.
Is that
Hold
like
on.
all of the different? I think it's just like the flavor profile of you. Just like it's a new sensation every single time. When you go back and you haven't had it for a bit, it's like
That's what she said.
It's not what Mia Khalifa said, but you know.
Yo!
How
did we get here?
Well, the one thing that I did want to say about this whole podcast is I find it pretty cool because for anybody that doesn't know that is currently watching this podcast, I found you out of like complete left field. I think you were either getting or you were just affiliated whenever I found you.
I think I was just affiliated.
Yeah.
I just hit affiliate on Twitch.
Yep. It was crazy. Because whenever...
That's a story I never heard. How did you find me?
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, I'll get more... I want to save that part because I have something big at the end of the podcast. I don't know how... I mean...
Okay.
We have been recording right now. I'm looking at it. We've been recording for 40 minutes.
For 40 minutes?
We've been recording for 40 minutes.
It does not seem like 40 minutes. Anyways,
Right.
Carry
We've just
on.
been sitting here and talking like two guys.
Two good old chaps.
Two good old,
you know?
two good old pieces of pie, baby. I like cream in my pie.
Oh, me too. Who doesn't love a cream pie?
Oh yeah.
You know?
That's the kind my mom took to make me. I'm sorry.
Yo.
All I'm making that joke again later on. I don't know when, but it's gonna
All
happen.
right. All
But
right.
so whenever I found you, I was fucking kid. Just dude, I was a little nerd. I was a Twitch nerd. I always went on Twitch and like just watched random people because um I was very bad at I was a very social kid whenever I was younger. But whenever I got into high school, which is around the time that I watched you, I was like either just leaving middle school or I was just entering high school. Um, I was very like when COVID hit, I was so fucking antisocial. It like ruined my whole like, oh, I want to go talk like this person's over there. I'm gonna go talk to them, or hey, this person looks sad. I'm gonna go try to cheer them up. Like that's the type of kid I was, and now I'm just like, sup.
So,
Like just yo. I try to stay like I stay quiet unless I know somebody. If like there's just someone that if it's like awkward, I'll try to make small talk. Um, but usually you've either got to get me drunk or you've got to like put something. You got to Bill Cosby me to get me to say some
whoa.
wild shit. That's all I'm gonna say. Um, but overall, like whenever I found you, I was either just leaving middle school or I was just entering my freshman year of high school. And I was very antisocial, and I did not know how to talk to people whenever I had just entered high school because I wasn't in the high school that was connected, um, or in the same like parish as the middle school that I went to. So I was in a completely different parish, like
Oh shit.
new kids, everything.
New
Like
friends
whenever
and
I
everything.
started
Yeah.
out, I like for a straight month and a half, I didn't even talk. I was so like I when I say I was antisocial, I was like antisocial. I did not talk to anyone. I would sit in gym class by myself and just like listen to fucking I don't know mommy ASMR shit and fucking and you know just
Valid
like that's a
choice.
joke obviously, but like I would just watch
Is it?
YouTube video. I mean, it may not, but I would like sit in the bleachers and just like listen to music or um just try to like be away from people because I was so scared because I hadn't talked to people in like face to face in months, and
Mm,
it sucked too because not long before that, I think around that same time, like I was bedridden because I injured myself, so it was even
mm,
worse because like you just get out of an injury, you finally go meet people, and yeah, you fucked up, you know, like
mm-hmm.
so. Whenever I found you, I was too afraid to go talk to people at school and be like, "Hey, do you like play this or do you play this?" I would just go and meet people and be like, "Oh, you're streaming? Can I maybe join you?" And it would mostly be like streamers with like 20 or 30 followers, and I'd show support because here I'm like, look how big I am, dog. I'm a big old teddy bear. Come give me a hug. You know what I mean? Like now, I feel like I feel like I'm more easygoing now. Like I'm definitely more social now than I was 4 or 5 years ago. But whenever I found you, I was in my stepmom's old house on my PS4, and I pulled up Twitch on my phone, and I saw you playing, and little old baby voice to me was like, "Oh my gosh, he's playing Apex. I play Apex. I'm gonna ask him if he wants to play a game." And then that same day, we ended up playing like 1 or 2 games together, and I had to get off because I had schoolwork and shit. And you know how it
Mm.
is. But and then after that day, it was just like I think for a little while I was away, but then I came back, and I've just been
Mm-hmm.
consistently, and watching you, and you are the only streamer and mainly like content creator apart from like like other YouTube content creators that I've been watching since I was a kid. Like you are the only streamer I think I watch on a daily
My man.
because
Thank you. I appreciate that.
there's really not like I don't really watch streamers play games live. I like to watch the videos.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it's like Super you, Ryan, and Salty are probably like the main ones that I watch mainly.
A good group.
Mostly
It's
the
a good
Super
group
Squad.
right
Yeah,
there.
it's mostly you and the Super Squad. It's
That's a
mainly
good
you
group right
guys
there.
because I don't really watch like a lot of Twitch streams unless I know it's you guys. I'll stop in every now and
Mm.
again to like my other friends and be like, hey, okay, bye.
Hey.
Be like, just be like, hey, how's it going? Hi. And
And then you're
dip.
out.
And then just dip. Then just turn around. You'll see me again in like 5 months. But with you, it was a little different. There was just something that I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna keep watching this fucker like a pervert watches a fucking 13-year-old girl at a playground. I'm just gonna keep going forward.
Whoa. You're just that chill guy, dude.
Yeah. I'm just that dog meme.
Okay.
Fucking.
Just the chill guy, dude. No, I appreciate it, dude. I mean, I know you've been around
Oh. I've been
for
around
a long time. Whoa. No, and it definitely doesn't go unnoticed, bro. I definitely appreciate having you part of the community.
I appreciate you. I've stated before. I've made long speeches to you for your birthday and for your fucking subs and shit. I've made you shave your head. We actually everybody did. Everybody made you shave your head. So like, there's a lot of it's mostly like just me having. I would say like just being antisocial. I guess would be the main thing that drove me to you because it's not like Younger Me thought I'm never gonna meet this fucking guy. I'm just gonna play games with him, and we're gonna have a great time. And if he yells at me, I'll just leave.
Just
I'll
leave.
I'll come back, but I'm just gonna leave for like right now. Let him cool down, and then try to come back in like 10 minutes and be like, "Hey,
So
you up for another game?"
That's the real reason why he left that first
Yeah. It was
So
like
that's
he yelled
probably
at me
good,
one
yeah.
time, "Motherfucker! All right, I'm out."
I'm out.
Well, like a 13, 14-year-old me was just like, "All right, my bad."
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What a time.
Oh yeah. It's been a wild couple years, man. It's almost feels unreal because whenever we met, I say whenever we met, when it is technically whenever we met. Whenever I went into your chat and we met, I think I just turned 14 years old. Like I was like 13 like 2 days ago or something.
I would like for it to be known that I have 18 plus on my stream.
Yeah. I
Just
lied.
saying, just throwing that out there. Just throwing that out there.
I was
All right?
13. I made a Twitch
This is on
account.
him.
I was
It's not
streaming.
on me. It's on him.
I was streaming like slowly. I had like 10, 15 followers and now I have 200 on Twitch and
Let's go.
Make progress, man. Making progress. And what I like is whenever we met, it was kind of cool because I feel like if I never would have met you, it would have. I think things would have in my life would have changed out a little bit differently. We'll get into that later later on towards the end of the podcast. And I think what the most thing is, what differentiates you from, like, I guess you could say more modern and big streamers is you don't really tell people that they're bad at a game unless they talk shit. I'm hitting my fucking mic. You don't really tell someone that they're bad at a game unless they talk shit or unless like they are coming directly at you. And mainly if somebody, they're like, yeah, you fuss at your teammates, but everybody does that shit. Like you fuss at Super. You go after the boss of all people sometimes, and you get at each other's necks. But you're supposed to do that. But what I do like is you never say somebody is in the group is garbage or trash. You just say it's okay. Just got to improve on this. We can work. We just got to find something like a team that we know we're going to be good with, or we'll just get them next game. It's never been like a you're bad at the game, get off type of thing, or screaming racial slurs like we did back in the day in Modern Warfare 3 lobbies. You know,
people don't need to know about that.
Yeah, like that's okay. I mean, off stream, it's okay, man. I say it too. I know you do.
No, I for sure. If I would have started streaming when I was a kid, dude, I'd have never made it. I would have went to prison. Lock me up.
I'd be in prison. I would have been in prison like before I even met you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like for me, like, there's no real purpose in like talking shit, especially with like the people that I play with, right? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm very selective when it comes to like people who I play with. Like, I played with people before, and I'm like, okay, like I don't want to play with this person because they're just like, it's not what I'm after right now. Because like,
Right.
I'll use Twigs as an example because like I love playing with Twigs, but there are days where like I feel like Twigs isn't really like locked in and I'm locked in. You know, like I want to
Yeah.
grind ranked and like he doesn't want to grind ranked or he's not taking it as seriously enough. And it's like, okay, cool. Like I know I could feel like you're just throwing in some aspects of it. Um, but yeah, I've never really been like a real big shit talker unless like somebody else starts talking shit first.
Correct. Like that.
Cause
Not that long ago with those two dudes in the fucking chat.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Like you don't. I just feel
but
like, and that's a good thing. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm not saying that's a bad thing at all. I'm just saying like it's new. It's a breath of fresh air. Not a lot of people do that.
yeah, and I also like to try to be as real as possible too.
Yeah.
Like in I don't know, I look at a lot of like the content creators and like people that stream, make content, whatever it is, like whatever game they play or it's like IRL stuff. Like I just feel like they're just like over the top, you know? And it's like I understand there's a certain point to like exaggerating certain things, but like I'm not one to like exaggerate every single piece like of my life. You know, like that's just way too much energy that I don't want to waste or that would be wasteful in my mind to be like I don't know. I'd rather people enjoy me for who I am and like just taking in what I am as a person than like if I were to never have met you or let's say like we meet in real life and then I'm a different person in real life and then you're just like who is this guy?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like who knows? Like I don't know where streaming might take me.
Yeah.
You know, maybe one day I'll be able to quit my job and like do streaming full time and like if I were to do like if I do get if let's say I get invited to Twitch Con and like they ask for me to do like a booth or something like that, like Q&A or whatever, it's like at least if I go there now, I know that people would be like, "Oh, like he's just the same person he is on stream." And I never wanted to be somebody different on or off of stream because like that's just me as a person, dude. Like you're going to get my highs, you're going to get my lows. Like is that always going to be the best for people that want to view a gamer? Probably not. You know, like I do have a lot of lows, but like my highs are pretty high. You
Yeah.
know, like I feel like we have a pretty good time on stream, and
Yeah.
like I feel like I don't have to go and be somebody else or be somebody like who I don't feel like I am myself in that moment, or like force anything out in that moment, if that makes sense.
I think what's good about you is you definitely have gone through a lot of highs and lows, whether that be on or off stream. Um, I know, and I do not want to bring it up, but I think just in respects to your father, obviously that was a big, a big hit, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it's like to lose. I'm very lucky to have my father. I could have lost him a long time ago,
Mm-hmm.
so I do want to pay respect to your dad because I will say he made one hell of a son. That's one thing. Um,
Thanks.
because at least whenever it comes to you, I know you aren't fake. We've we've done this on and off stream, like whether even if it's like just playing games or just having a conversation, even if it was planning this or planning a video or just playing games and fucking goofing off and being little shits. Like, we've always had fun. We always, whether it be like fake arguments or a real argument or just a debate, like, it's never been heated. It's never been out of hatred. It's just been like dudes just being guys. Like, just
Just dudes fucking
having
dudes,
fun.
you know?
Whoa. So I heard that.
Hey, play the
Play the
clip.
clip back, run it back.
Yeah, you never seen fuck what was it Snipe Down
No.
when they were dude was it ALGS or something like that and
Mm-hmm.
it's like him Hal and and Reps when they were originally together on TSN and like they went around he's like yeah just dudes fucking dudes and everyone's like what did you say he's like
I didn't see that.
yeah, it was hella funny, dude.
Oh, man.
Anyways, All right.
Oh my goodness, we have been recording for almost an hour. Holy shit!
Glad
Wow.
I could talk for an hour.
Yeah, man. Nothing like like talking with your boys. I always think it's good to even if this was off camera, if we were just sitting down talking, I always think it's good to kind of just let uh things be said. I always think it's good to talk to somebody. I've had to learn that. I was raised uh where men don't cry, men can't show emotion. So I was raised a little bit differently whenever it comes to that sense. So I'm not used to talking about my emotions. I am getting better at that, slowly but surely.
I
Um,
want to add a side note to that because I don't think it's like how we were raised. It's how like we were like men are portrayed,
yeah,
if that makes sense. Like I don't think there's a problem with like how people are raised, but it wasn't as so like pushed on as it is now,
yeah,
right? Like I feel like now in today's day and age, like a lot more people talk about like mental
correct.
health and like men awareness to mental health and stuff like that. Like I feel like I was kind of raised the same way, like or not raised the same way, but like that's how I felt like that was supposed to be like portrayed, you know? Like I
Correct.
never saw my dad cry unless somebody died,
Yeah,
you know? And like even then when his dad died, like he didn't shed a tear,
yeah. He didn't
you
shed a
know?
tear.
Like but that's just what we saw growing up. So it's a little bit different,
Yeah,
obviously, now in comparison to what it is today, you know?
yeah. I think.
But it's definitely important to have somebody to talk to for sure.
Oh, absolutely. I think. I think as long as you have an open mind to certain things, if you can just lend a helping hand to someone, I think it will help somebody out a lot. I think it saves a lot of people, and I think some
It
people
does.
need that.
It does. And it's like a lot of the times, too, is like it's not about being like having a conversation, too. Like, I mean, you know this. Like, I'm
Yeah,
always here. You know, if you want to fucking talk and I don't know, talk to me about whatever, like I'm just gonna be here to listen, you
yeah,
know? And then if you want my opinion, I'm more than happy to give my opinion. If I feel like I can opinionate myself on certain things, who knows? But, you know, I think that's like the most important thing is just knowing that you have like a support system, you
yeah.
know?
What do you think about the 100 men versus one gorilla debate?
100 men winning.
Oh, absolutely. I feel like if
100%.
you, I had this discussion with my coworker. I feel like a gorilla could probably pick off about 20 of the people on his own, but after that, it's like this is with everybody working together because
Yeah.
people thought at first we was about to go single file line. Like what?
Yeah, we're all losing if it's
We're
single
all
file.
losing
But
if
if
it is a single file line. However, if you put us all into the same like thing, oh no, that's a different story. Y'all really think like this gorilla? I mean, this is friendly fire right now, but like the gorilla, but like the gorilla's up here. Like I'm gonna just
just square
fucking
up,
stance
dude.
up, man. Like I'm ready, but
If it's 1v1, we're all losing.
oh, absolutely, a gorilla will maul.
That gorilla is knocking our shit.
Dude, I am dying. I am
I don't even want
dying.
to fight it,
I'll
bro.
put
I
up
don't
a
even want.
fight. Look,
I'm good.
you know, like
Yeah. Nope. Not me. I'm out.
I'm I can't climb a tree because that motherfucker's just gonna run up that bitch.
Yep. Yep.
So you technically have
Where are you
nowhere to
gonna
go.
go?
But what I do like is I feel like we if you're like you could easily just ball 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 throw a Molotov. Just fucking be like Steve does. Flint and steel. Just fucking.
I mean, like a hundred men versus a gorilla. Even without weapons, I think we win.
Oh yeah, brute
If
force.
everybody puts their head together.
Yeah, because a gorilla, while it is very intelligent, it relies solely on brute force and its jaws. Yeah, so do we. We
Yeah.
like
I'm gonna fight a
motherfucker,
motherfucker.
put up your dukes. I feel like it wasn't even really a debate. Like, you're putting 100. We're not even saying like average men. We're saying from everything. Like this could be
Yeah.
from my 600-pound life to my small person. Can't say the
Small
other word.
person.
But you get my point. Like, if we're going in
A fun
diversity,
sized person.
oh, dude, look, just lay on him. Like that's queso in a nutshell. You just lay on him, dude. I'm sorry. I love queso. All right, I love queso.
Queso's hella funny.
Oh, he's a fucking love him, dude. And he doesn't. What I love about him is like he's so real. He's like, dude, I would pick streaming over a 9 to 5 any day, and I feel the same way. But when it comes to money, it's just like, yeah, I'm gonna pick my 9 to 5 until like I
Yeah.
find something that obviously will make me more than a 9 to 5. Like I have a band, I want to do MMA, I do this, I have a 9 to 5 job. Like I
Mm.
balance a lot of stuff out, and I feel like I do it very well. Uh, but the main thing is just like just finding ways to balance out your schedule while also doing things that you love. I think that's a good
Yep.
it's a good balance in life.
Yep.
Yeah.
It is 100% a good balance. I actually, it's funny because I had a conversation with my fiance it was probably like a while ago. But I was like, it was one of those things that came up on Twitter and it was, excuse me. It was like, oh, if Twitch, cut you a check and was like, we're going to pay you $50,000 a year to stream, would you do it? I was like, I would take it.
Yeah.
Like, I would take it because, like, and they were like, and you have to stream like 40 hours a week. I was like, bro, that's fucking money. Because then
Yeah.
you have whatever other avenues of income to like try and make somewhere else. Like whether that be in like content creation form or like, I don't know,
Yeah, like you don't
sponsorships or
like
whatever.
yeah, I think with that it's like and you don't have to like you could easily if you do that, you could easily do it like 2 days straight of streaming and then while it's not healthy, I think like then you could just do whatever else you want throughout the weekend. I think that's cool.
I think I would just treat it like a 9 to 5, to be
Yeah.
honest. Like Monday
do
through
it like
Friday, or I mean, I don't know. I
All
feel
right,
like
Chad, we got McDonald's.
if I'm being honest, I feel like busting out 10-hour streams would not be that hard.
Yeah. You're gonna be busting
Like
it down
for
on stream. Hold on now.
busting it down,
Busting
be
it
throwing that thing back
Like Berlizzi did
for
that
10
one time.
hours. Who?
You didn't watch Berlizzi?
No.
What? Bro,
No.
I got a YouTuber I need you to watch one day, bro.
All right. Well, I'm gonna watch
Berlizzi
it.
is okay. He played with like Corey Kenshin and all them. He's like old head YouTube. That dude used to be he did like Exposed and shit like on like Ed and Eddie
Oh,
and Dora the
shit. Okay.
Explorer.
Okay.
That was him, dude. Dude, he's funny. His old videos are still funny as shit. I can't say half the words he says because I get canceled, but rock on, freaky dude.
Check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the funny thing is like how there was the debate like at the beginning of the year or like end of last year about like what's harder, like a 9 to 5 or streaming, and I'm like, dude, like I get like the difficulty that comes with streaming, but at the same time, like there's nothing that can debate. There's nothing to debate, dude.
No.
Like if
There
you're going
really
to work,
isn't. That's what I
if
liked
you're
about
going
Queso.
to work, bro, like you're working for somebody else.
Yeah. I'd rather
Like-
work for myself from home than work for somebody else that will just
Yeah.
use me. Like
100%. And there might be more work that is done behind the scenes when it comes to
Yeah.
like creating content and stuff like that. But that's also like the joy of gaming and streaming and content creation is like if you don't have joy in it, then why? Like you can't just do it for the monetary value because like your monetary value isn't gonna happen overnight.
right.
And don't get me wrong, like there are certain people that like hit the ground running with certain things and like maybe they blow up, but like a lot of people can't maintain that,
Correct.
So I don't know.
I think maybe it's just a thing of like, I think some people just get into their head too much and they think like, oh yeah, this is definitely harder than like a dude doing fast food, and like, I kind of take it in a certain way because it's like I've worked in retail, and I can confidently say I would rather deal with somebody in chat that's being a dick and I can just click a simple button or ask somebody to just click a simple button.
Ban them. Yeah.
And then just have to deal. Like I have almost gotten into fights at work where I've been almost fired because the person was being racist towards me or said something sideways to me and I took it a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, if you don't like
I like those. Sorry.
like if you don't if you don't like me, that's fine, but keep it to yourself. I think
Sorry,
that's.
my fiance is showing me her EDC fit.
Ooh.
About the Target first.
Yeah, we should have.
And I know it's like a skirt, but I don't know how to wear it.
Okay, well, we'll talk about this later.
He's loving it over
Okay.
there.
I am.
But
I am. Sorry.
no, you're good, dude. I think what bothers me the most about like that whole debate was people were trying to say like, oh yeah, streaming so much harder. Like it's not. That's what I liked about Queso giving his opinion, because like Queso has done 9 to 5 work. Like he knows all about it, and I can say from a perspective, I know all about a 9 to 5. I would much rather be home playing a game, sitting down, making my own hours, playing it whenever I want, taking days off whenever I want, and doing something I love, talking to people like it's my second family or my third family, and just doing something that I enjoy rather than go somewhere where I'm miserable every day.
Yeah,
Because I'm
that's
just like,
that's
oh, I
the
just gotta
thing,
make a
dude. Like,
paycheck.
I'd rather make less money doing something that I truly enjoy and I'm passionate about than like going to work and forcing myself to be there, and I hate my fucking life 40
Right.
hours a week. You know? Like, if I ever, dude, I would be, brother.
I could feel it. I could hear it.
I mean, don't get me wrong, like, I love my job now. You know, I'm not saying I don't love my job, because I really
Right.
do. I really do truly love my job. But at the end of the day, I would much rather make content and do the things that I enjoy with the people that I love, and like, I don't know, do things like this, and like make a schedule that works for me, like you said, like having days off, like
Yeah.
whenever I wanted to. Like, yeah, I have a certain schedule that I stick for streaming, but like it's so easy to move around things, and like, you know, it just works. It's just easy. It's easier.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's easy as fuck to be a streamer.
No.
It's not. Or a content creator. It's not. It's a lot of work. It's hard.
But
You
it's
know,
not
but
as
it's not a 9 to 5.
Yeah, it's nowhere.
Not a
near
9
as
to
hard.
5.
We're not saying that there isn't difficulties whenever it comes to content creation, but we're also not saying that it's harder than someone out there that's trying to make a living.
Exactly.
And I respect everybody who goes out there. Once again, like I said, I've been in retail. I already know all about that. I give my respects to retail fast food. Like anytime I go to fast food place and get food, I never am rude to someone unless they're rude to me.
Yeah.
But I never like.
I'm on the
You
same boat,
work
but at least
hard.
I work in
Right.
that.
Like you work hard, you deserve to not deal with my bullshit, you know?
Yeah.
And I think
Like, I know you don't want to be here.
right. I don't feel like trust
You know?
me. Look, Abe dog, I don't want to be here any longer. I don't want to take up much more of your time. I don't want you to pretend like you have to
Yeah.
be somebody you're not just so you can get a tip from me. If people, I feel like if that's what I like about that. There's a restaurant somewhere where like everybody's an asshole, or like they get paid to be mean, and that's what like I like
would enjoy
because
that.
it's like you love your job because you can say whatever you want and they can't fire you.
Mm-hmm.
You can't say slurs though. Don't go that far. But if you
Yeah.
want to be rude, do it.
You could be rude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, I know exactly what you're talking about. I actually, there's like a restaurant in Vegas that I think does that. I think I might go check it out when we're
Yeah.
down there.
Content, video idea. There you go.
No, I'm not. I'm not focused on that kind of content. Not there.
I mean, there is that other restaurant where like you get spanked on the ass if you don't eat all your food.
I don't want that either.
I might have to go there, man. Because
You're
I'm
purposely not going to eat all your food.
just gonna take a bite of my burger. Oh no, I'm full.
Oh no!
Just
I'm
cuts to
done.
me just screaming
Here's
like
the-
Tom
here's
and
the bell.
Tom from Tom and Jerry after she smacks me full force.
Yahoo!
Yahoo! Well, before we come to a close on this, because we have been doing this for over an hour.
Okay.
I know that it is technically it's 6 p.m. for you.
Yeah, it's about to be 6.
8 for me. This whole entire thing I wrote for the end of the podcast. And this is kind of a memoir, I would say. So, this is towards you, Berto. This is for you. So here we go. Here goes nothing. I'm about to air out a lot of stuff. So for anybody
God, here we
watching,
go.
this is about to get personal. If you are sensitive to certain topics, you can skip. You don't have to. You can listen to me. But here goes nothing. Berto, in the almost 5 years that I've known you, I've been honored to watch you grow from playing Apex with viewers with a headset mic and a shitty face cam to getting engaged, having merch, growing not only as a person but as a content creator and improving on yourself, whether it be physically, mentally, or online, in and outside of content creation. Through these years that we've known each other, we went from complete strangers to being super close, not like that, but still close, maybe. I'm honored to be part of this friendship in this group. You went from being a small streamer to being part of the Super Squad to now getting closer and closer to 1K on YouTube and 500 on Twitch. It's amazing to watch you become who you are today, see you shine both on and offline. Now, to get the praising out of the way, I need to get a bit more personal with you. When I started watching you, I was leaving middle school / entering my freshman year of high school. I had a lot of family problems, was dealing with abuse in my own home, and I had depression along with anxiety and suicidal thoughts. I've attempted to take my life multiple times, failed, and I am glad I did, because I'm still here today. When I started watching you, I only wanted to play games with you because I was too nervous to ask people at school. And when we played, it didn't matter if we won or lost. Even if we screamed at each other, we still lost as a team. And you never called me trash at a game, only said I needed to practice and improve, which drove me to get better at some. When I was in my sophomore year of high school, I was at my absolute worst. I didn't want to talk to anyone because I was afraid of what they'd think. So just like any kid who's attached to a phone, I turned on two things: the hub and YouTube. I'm just kidding. it was it was Twitch and YouTube, but the hub also. But that's not the point. Regardless, I would play games, watch Twitch and YouTube, and relate to a lot of the things that some YouTubers went through. And I can honestly say through these years, I put you in the same category as Good Mythical Morning and Corey X Kenshin when I say you saved me. You saved me from doing things that I'm glad I didn't go through with, and you've always been there even when we barely knew each other. You've said yourself, I'm always here to talk to if you need, and I'm always around if you need me. That helped me as a person, and I'm glad to say that I have you in my life. With all of this, whether it be from streams, videos, or just playing together for shits and giggles, I can confidently say we've both grown. You never judged me, whether I said something wild was being weird or just trying to get your attention. You always either laughed or said, whoa, or without me. As friends, streamers, gamers, and people, the reason I wanted you to be my first official guest on this podcast was because you and the people that I grew up with, like my homeboys, know that y'all are the closest things I have to a second and real family. I have so many more things to say about you that would keep this thing going for probably another 4 or 5 hours, but sadly we can't let the pod go for that fucking long. You're my first guest because you of all people have seen me literally go from entering high school to graduating. Not a lot of people can say that. And now we've both supported each other throughout these years. With all this, I want to finally end this off with a huge thank you to you, Berto. You've been the greatest streamer, friend, and podcast guest I could ask for, and I'm grateful to have you in my life, dude.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Of course.
You know I'm always here.
I know, man.
I got you. I appreciate you, man. I definitely
course.
appreciate having you around. I'm glad you stuck around.
Oh, yeah.
Having you in the chat, dude. Nothing like it. Nothing like it. Playing games with you,
fucking
nothing like it.
2,500 messages I've sent in chat, and I'm like the second of the leaderboard in chatters.
Hey, but that's more than a lot of other people. So,
oh, yeah.
You know, I appreciate you. You know, like I said, I've always been here, dude.
Yeah.
Always a phone call away, text message. You got my number now, so text me.
Oh, yeah. Now I can
whenever.
stalk you. I know where you live.
Oh, God.
But while we end this off with sort of kind of hopeful yet sad, but also very in intrusing. I don't know what the fucking word is. While leaving on a somewhat good note, is there anything that you want to say to the people to leave off?
Hmm. Nah, I just want to say thanks, dude. Like it definitely is definitely a happy moment to be a part of this podcast.
Hell
Like
yeah.
I know you're saying you're honored. I'm freaking honored too on the back end. So definitely support us both, man. Go follow this guy on YouTube, hit the sub button if you haven't already. You guys can catch me on Twitch, Jedi Berto, or on YouTube, same name.
Yeah.
And then I also have my vlog lifestyle channel if you guys want to check that out and want to see some different side of things. But definitely show love, show support to this guy because he's fucking awesome.
Of
So
course.
thank you for having me, man. It
Yes.
was
Of
a
course.
pleasure.
It was a pleasure to have you. I'm gonna link everything for Berto down in the description. Everything, Twitch, YouTube, both YouTube channels down in the description. You guys can go
Tag
support
Juvie.
it. Yeah, and Juvie. Link some
Tag
Juvie.
Juvie. Tag Juvie so we can get a fucking sponsor. I know you guys want some. I'm giving cases away on my stream.
Yeah,
Damn it.
he did. I
Fuck
know.
me.
I won.
What?
I won 3. So
1-3.
I've won 3. Well, thank you guys so much. If you are watching this to the end, you might not be, but if you are, there's a slight chance that
They're
you
still
are.
here.
I appreciate you for watching. Thank you again, Berto, for coming onto the podcast and talking
Yes, sir.
with me and just being goofy and shit and having this. And I appreciate you for coming on here again, dude. Thank you so much.
Of course, man. Pleasure to be here.
Of course, man. All right, y'all. Y'all enjoy. I love y'all. And peace to the Tank Army and peace to the Berto family. Love y'all.
Peace out.